Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice, and welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on for you at the time you find this video, what you need to know for your highest good. Do keep in mind, could talk about past, present, future. And thank you all for your likes, your shares, your comments, for subscribing. We're getting close to 50,000 subscribers. That's pretty awesome. Members, thank you for your extra support. All right, let's dive in, Pisces. King of Swords wants to be seen with the Knight of Cups. All right, so there could be some sort of offer coming your way, either from an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be love. This could be work-related. This could be some sort of message being delivered. It could be something official, like an outcome to something. All right. And for those of you, there could be some sort of very open, honest conversation with someone that doesn't really show their feelings that much. So you could be a bit surprised to hear that, you know, someone feels a certain way, whether it's good or bad, I don't know. All right, so let's see. For Pisces placements, what do they need to know at the time they find this video for their highest good? It's been a crazy week, guys. Thanks for the feedback on the sound. I've had some feedback on the video settings and all that. I'll try to mess around with it, see if I can get it any better. I just haven't had the time, to be quite honest with you. Alright, so let's see, Pisces. So you've guessed it, and this is the Halloween Tarot. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm going through my tarot collection, and we got to the so-called creepy section of my collection. So that's why we're doing Halloween Tarot in the middle of July. All right, bottom of the deck, the Sun. Really nice. Okay, we were due for some positivity. So the Sun is happiness, joy, carefree energy, celebration. Could talk about victory, could talk about independence, could talk about just literally time out in the sun, or just some sort of happy outcome, a lot of laughter, celebration. Be a focus on children as well. And I get outcome with it as well. So it's interesting, it ties into the pre-shuffle where something is coming out into the open or something is revealed. I feel like it's positive though with the Sun showing up. Current situation, we have the Empress. So mother figure, Venus energy, Libra, Taurus, significant other in your life, mother figure, grandmother figure. Now, the Empress with the Sun talks about something coming to fruition. So again, an outcome to something. For some of you, I am seeing conception or giving birth at this time where that applies. For those of you, this is some sort of outcome and a payout. So you could be receiving money, either money that was owed to you, it could be money from your own business, it could be money from something that you make and sell. It could be some sort of promotion, spotlight on you, some sort of promotion, also some sort of performance for some of you. I don't know if it's speech or presentation or an actual kind of performance. You could also be literally doing stuff with lights. So I don't know if it's cosmetic treatments with lights or lasers, or decorating around the house, changing the light fixtures, adding more light to the room. I don't know. And the challenge position, oh, here we go. We have the Eight of Swords. So in the challenge position, this is being in the dark about something, whether it's something we don't know and we're confused about, or it's something we don't want to look at or we don't want to face. But I just get like some sort of surprise outcome or surprise revelation is what I'm seeing here. It's a big deal, and I feel like it may catch you off guard. On the mind, we have the Seven of Swords. For some of you, this could be, I don't know if this is something you were trying to avoid and something happens and you gotta talk about it, you gotta deal with it. I don't see it as something bad. I don't know if you were trying to spare someone's feelings and not have a conversation, but it looks like they may be approaching you. They may be starting the conversation. I don't know if it's something where you haven't been exactly thrilled with something, but again, either you're giving someone the benefit of the doubt or you're just trying to let it be what it is. I feel like you're trying to protect someone, or protect their feelings or something like that, but they're coming to you. So I don't know how that plays out, right? But they're coming to you and going, Pisces, I'd like to talk about this. Are you happy with this? And that gives you an opportunity to just be very honest with them. And for those of you, I feel like if you've been trying to avoid someone, you may be bumping into them, or they may be showing up at your door with this energy. In that case, they're the ones that want clarity, whether it's to tell you something and you've been avoiding them so they haven't had chance, or asking you something. In the foundation, we have the Knight of Swords. Oh boy, okay. So Pisces, you got the Empress and the Sun. You're good. You're good, you're chill, you're happy, you're content. But around you, there's this person that's just kind of spinning or spiraling. I don't know if this is someone unsure whether or not they hurt your feelings. Something was said or something was done. A bit reckless, a bit impulsive. And I really feel like whether you withdrew your energy or detached from this person, I don't see it as you were punishing them necessarily. It's more a case of, because this is a lot of love, right? It's more a case of, you know what, they're going through something, so I'm just going to let them be. They said something and you thought to yourself, I'm not going to take it personally. They've had a rough day, but, I'll just give them some space and some time to deal with whatever they're dealing with. And I feel like this person, whether they realize or someone else brought it to their attention or something like that, where they went, I think I was a bit too harsh. I wonder if Pisces is upset with me. So maybe, that's why, because it ties in with the pre-shuffle, right? As far as you know, everything's fine. But I feel like this person has been kind of misinterpreting your silence to say that you're upset with them. And I really feel like it's been bothering them and they want to address it and clear the air with you. In the recent past, we have the Hierophant. So Taurus energy, this is family, tradition, conformity, expectations, rules, regulation, education, government, religion, faith, more religion than faith. I don't know if someone's had some sort of epiphany, some sort of come to Jesus. I don't know if someone's going through some sort of 12-step program and they're at the phase where they have to make amends. I don't know if someone made a promise to you in the past, and by saying or doing what they said or did over here, they realized that they broke that promise or they just didn't keep it. But there's something along those lines. I feel, again, with the Empress and the Sun, I don't think, even if it hurt your feelings in the moment or it made you pause and go, oh, wait a minute, what the hell was that? I just feel like you have this compassion for this person. And you just went, you know what, I'm not going to take it personally. They've had a rough day. They've had a rough week. I don't know what they got going on. I'm just going to leave them to it. It's like, I'm not going to make excuses for them necessarily. I can see they're going through a lot. And I can have compassion for that, but also I'm going to get out of their way if that's the mood they're in, right? But it's not punishment. It was like, you know what, they're going through a lot. It's best if I'm not in their way, because who knows what they're going to say or do. Or maybe you didn't, you kind of removed yourself from the situation because you knew if you didn't, it would escalate. And again, I just see like you seeing the bigger picture, where it's like, this isn't about me, but if I don't get out of their way, they may take stuff out on me and make it about me. So let me just protect my energy and let them deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with. In the near future, we do have the Three of Cups. So this is happiness, reunion, celebration. Could be some sort of reconciliation. I just feel like someone's feeling really, really guilty and sheepish because they're realizing they snapped at you. They're realizing they messed up somehow. And again, they're taking your silence to mean you're angry with them, or you're upset with them, or you're very hurt, or you're a lot more hurt than what you really are. And they're feeling really, really guilty, okay? They want to make it right. So let's get more information here for Pisces. With the Empress and the current situation, we have the Chariot. So this could be where you're at a distance from this person, so therefore they can't see you as often as they would like, or they can't see you in person, so they can tell from actually seeing you whether or not you're okay. So where sometimes you read someone's message and you add tone to it, but there may not be a tone there. I feel like that's what this person is doing. And they may just literally with the Chariot show up or ask you to meet them because it's important to them to either speak to you in person or at least have a face-to-face, even if it's online. This is Cancer energy that could be significant. With the Eight of Bats or the Eight of Swords, we have the Page of Swords. Someone's really in their head about you, Pisces. And I just feel like, yes, they said something, Page of Swords, unwarranted, unnecessary. But to you, it's like, oh, it's not that big a deal. You know, people say stuff. I know they didn't mean it. Or like you've already kind of explained it or forgiven this person or just decided to let it go, not bother you, not affect you. I just feel like this person caught themselves, or maybe someone kind of called them out a little bit with the Hierophant, or talked to them about, what's okay, what's not okay, what you do, what you don't do kind of situation. It could have been someone in their family as well, where it's like, I raised you better than that, or something, that kind of conversation. And there's been some sort of distance recently between you and this person that is unrelated, but they're making it out, or that's their fear, okay? Their fear is that, that's it, you're detaching, you're going to walk away, you're going to quit, you're going to break up, you're not going to be friends with them anymore, you're really upset, you're really hurt, okay? And it just makes them feel horrible, okay? The Knight of Swords in the Foundation, we have the Fool. Yeah, Pisces, I just feel like, you're fine. But this person, because they feel so guilty over what they said or what they did, they're making it out like it's so bad. It's really bad. They really messed up. I feel like you might have to just talk someone down. Because they're rushing in to clear the air with you, to apologize, to make amends, and I just, and you're like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What's going on? Okay, because I feel like things are happening very quickly. Either this is someone who talks very fast, or, they show up and then they start talking and it's this and it's that. And you're like, wait, just back up. What is this about? Because they're just I just see someone that's very hyper. Because they want to make sure that they're sorry, or they want to make sure what they meant, or they want to just clear the air with you. The Seven of Swords on the mind, we have the World. Yeah, I feel like this is now someone who is afraid that you're going to leave, Pisces, or afraid that you're going to detach, or afraid that you're going to quit, or move out, or not be friends with them anymore, or leave the relationship. They're really, really afraid. Especially if this is something that has happened in the past. You may have had conversations about it. You may have expressed boundaries about it. You may have even stopped talking to this person at some point in time, or even temporarily broken up, or whatever it is, because of this type of behavior. This time I really feel like, they've changed. They're catching themselves. They're realizing what they say, what they're doing. And it's almost like they're scared that you're going to look at the situation and think, oh, here we go again. Nothing's changed. That's it. I'm out. When they have changed. They are better. They want to do better, right? They had like a moment of weakness. They had a moment where they kind of dipped back into old behavior or something like that. Or they just were careless with their words. But they caught themselves. And I feel like this is someone, it's really important to them to make sure they know. Like, they realize what they said. They want to apologize. They want to make it right. They didn't do it on purpose, but also they're not going to make excuses. Okay. The Hierophant in the recent past. 5 of Wands. 5 of Imps in this deck. I feel like for some of you, it could be a situation where someone caved under the pressure. Okay, the pressure of the rules, the pressure of other people's expectations of them. I don't know if they snapped at you. Or it's someone who, like I said with the Hierophant and the 5 of Imps, they got schooled by someone. They got pulled aside and said, listen, you said this, you did this, that was wrong, Pisces didn't deserve that, or whatever the situation is. Or this just represents the 5 of Wands with the Hierophant, this person's inner conflict to make things right with you, to do the right thing. Now, Three of Cups in the outcome. Ace of Swords. Yeah, clarify. Here's a clarifying conversation. Here's the truth. Here's the apology, the very, matter of fact. The Tower. I feel like it's going to take you by surprise that this person thought that it was that bad. The Devil. I feel like this is someone who just wants, and the Strength card, yeah, this is someone who thinks you're going to leave. And it's important to them to tell you, no, it's under control. It's under control. It's under control. I don't know if this is someone who has anger issues. I don't know if this is someone who struggles to cope sometimes and they lash out, or they get overwhelmed and they just snap at everybody, or I don't know if it's something like that. But now they are in control. Okay, they're in control. They've conquered whatever this trigger was, whatever this bad behavior was, whatever it is. They're in charge. Like, they're in control, and they want to tell you that before you leave, before you detach, before you think the worst. Under the Sun, we have the Seven of Pumpkins, so Seven of Pentacles and the Star, with the Ten of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like someone's really scared that you think this is a repeat of a situation, and it means you're going to leave because you've already expressed a boundary about it. And it's really important to them to clarify to you that no, it's different. I'm okay. I'm in charge. I'm in control. I want to apologize. I want to take responsibility. I want to take ownership. Okay, so yeah, that's the storyline. Okay, be prepared for someone. Roles can be reversed. So there's that. But be prepared for someone to blow up your phone, show up at your door, show up where you are, and just start talking really fast about a lot of different things. You'll be like, what is going on? Hold on. What am I missing? Right? Because it'll be a lot. And you'll see that this person is, there's a desperation to them to get their message to you, to speak to you, to clear the air with you, to apologize. And I just feel like it'll really take you aback how deeply this person feels about the situation, how bad they feel, how guilty they've been feeling. Because to you, like I say, you have this compassion for the situation or for the person, where in the moment, you might have went, and then you thought, you know what, they're not being themselves, or I bet they're having a rough day, and you moved on. You didn't, take it personally. You didn't blame this person. You weren't upset with this person. You weren't angry with it. You let it go. But this is someone who caught themselves, or someone told them after the fact, and now they're just desperate to apologize. And because they're convinced, this is someone who's convinced that because of some sort of snap words or behavior, you're going to leave. Okay? And they're going to lose you. They're going to lose the relationship with you. They're going to lose the friendship. They're going to lose you as an employee, or as a coworker, or friend, confidant, whatever it is. And again, I feel like this is someone, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very strongly. But this is someone who doesn't really show their emotions. So you had no way of knowing this is what they were feeling, right? Because if you had, you would have cleared the air with them a long time ago. You would have said, it's no big deal. Honestly, it's fine. For some of you, this is someone who said something to you. You didn't even catch it. The Fool with the Empress, right? You didn't even catch it. You didn't even register. But they're convinced now, oh my God, how could I say that? I bet Pisces is upset with me now. I bet Pisces is angry, because there's some sort of distance here that is unrelated. But to them, they're convinced that that's it, you're leaving. So, okay, that's what I'm seeing, all right? Now, on a day-to-day level here, I'm seeing you taking a trip. I don't know if you're going shopping, or taking a trip to, as in driving or being driven to, or going to shops, a boutique I hear, or sauna, spa, salon, hair, nails, whatever, at this time. There's some sort of, either massage you're getting, or hot stone massage, or I'm seeing like head treatments, okay, with this energy. For others of you, I feel like you could be bumping into things or bumping into people more than usual at this time, so just watch where you're going, or people are bumping into you. And I feel like you'll be 2 or 3, right? And that's a lot in a day. And so you could be thinking, what the hell's going on? Don't people watch where they're going anymore? And I feel like it could be stuff like, for the same reason, either they're all on their phones, or something like that. For others of you, there could be some sort of tension, gossip, drama, conflict that you're witnessing, and you're like, I'm just gonna step away, okay? Or for some of you, you're like, I'm just gonna get my popcorn, I'm not getting involved, but this is very entertaining. For those of you, you could be watching an actual performance, some sort of play, or someone rehearsing something. For others of you, there's some sort of training activity. I don't know if you're joining a gym, or you get a gym buddy, or you get someone to start some sort of workout program with, as well. Someone could be gifting you a membership, or maybe they pay off the first month, or they pay something like that for some sort of either gym or club or membership to anything. Could even be like streaming services, with this energy. I feel like you could be trialing something new. It could be something to do with streaming, internet services, any sort of service provider, something new in terms of your car, however that resonates, what you would be trialing, I don't know. For some of you, you could be testing things, testing out, doing like what are they called when you're testing out a car, or any sort of tech, any sort of equipment, and then deciding if you want to go through with the purchase, or if you want to hand it back. Or you could be a tester and you have to give your feedback. You could be getting a free sample of something, and then you have to test it and give your feedback with this energy. For others of you, there could be some sort of paperwork that's coming through for you to sign, especially if it's to do with your home, house sale, house purchase, signing off on something to do with repairs, or getting damages paid or compensation. You're signing off, or something signed off and then it's done. You could be being reunited with an old friend, or that could even be an animal for some of you. Okay, so I don't know if you put your pet in a hotel, or they're spending time with friends and family while you've been traveling, and now you have that little reunion. Or for some of you, if you've had to temporarily give your pet away, or rehome it, but I feel like it's been close in your community still, or in your circle still somehow, you can now get them back. I don't know. If someone's been in the hospital, they're coming home with this energy. Be mindful of fires today, whether that's hot tempers or literally fires. I don't know. You could be burning yourself or burning something. Or I don't know if a pet's putting their tails or whiskers or something in the fire. Be careful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. So that's what I'm seeing, Pisces. Let me know how I resonate with the messages. If you do, what's going on for you in the day. It looks like it's going to be a really cool day, a really good day. But yeah, like I say, something might be taking you aback as to, you had no idea that this is how someone was feeling. And I'm getting more guilty and desperate to make things right with you for something that you may know about, or you might not have even registered. And you'll be like, I can't believe you've been feeling so guilty for days over something that is nothing. I didn't even hear you, like, when you said it. So, there's that kind of situation. For some of you, you could also be going on a date with someone, or there is some sort of reunion, or making peace, or even reconciling, whether or not you were broken up with someone. I don't know, for some of you, again, I just feel like someone thought you broke up with them, and in your mind, you're like, what are you talking about? you know? But in their mind, there could be some makeup passion happening, and you're going, yeah, we never broke up, but okay, whatever. So there's that, okay? All right. I mean, it's nice energy. Someone's taking accountability. Someone's taking responsibility. Someone's, stepping up and acting like a grown up. It's nice to see. It's very refreshing, to be honest with you. But there you go. That's what I have. And have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.